man. All right, let's start here. One thing the Ring Magazine Championships do is bring focus to a division. With the cruiserweight champion David Haye moving to heavyweight, it didn't take long for a new champ to be crowned at 200 pounds. And a guy with a crowd-pleasing style as well, Tomasz Adamek of Poland. And let's go back to last December, two of the top three fighting. So Adamek versus Steve Cunningham, and this is it. The championship would be decided. Fifth fight at 200 pounds for Adamek, moving up from light heavyweight. And early on, he'd get involved in a shootout. This guy will trade, he'll be open, and he has some power. Your thoughts watching this fight, Bernard?
Absolutely. I mean, he hit Cunningham with a good right hand as he went down just now, but he also got hit before that knockdown with a good right hand, and he took it. I mean, this guy has had a straightforward, blood and guts type of mentality, and he coming in to fight. I mean, that's what type of guys I like to fight, who coming in there try to knock you out and willing to take that risk.
So Tomasz Adamek getting the split decision win over Steve Cunningham. And from after that, Nigel Collins of Ring Magazine presents the Ring Magazine belt to Adamek. And you know, it's nice if everyone knew who the real consensus or linear champ was, but it's asking too much of a fan base. The belt has some permanence. It's affected the division, and it affects Bernard Hopkins' desire now to go after a belt holder. All right, Bernard, this past Friday night, you'd already made noise saying, hey, look, I'd like to go for the Cruiserweight Championship if they want to do some business. Adamek, though, had business against Jonathan Banks. Your thoughts in this fight?
Again, he comes forward, he comes to fight, he's tough, he got good chin, as Teddy Atlas said, good whiskers, and he just hit the guy with a left hook, and he always come back. Even when he get hit with a good shot, he comes back. The guy's durable, he's got that killer instinct, and it's going to be a big test for me, and I'm willing to take that test.
Tomasz Adamek gets the knockout in the 8th round. Again, he's proven he's had the tough fights with Paul Briggs at 175, his one and only loss to Chad Dawson, also at light heavyweight. That's no shame. Moves up to 200 pounds, and now, again, he has a title defense, and he's the Ring Magazine Cruiserweight Champion of the world. All right, when did it first start to hit you, Bernard, that, hey, why don't I move up in weight and go after this guy?
Well, you know, Joe Gazaki retired, then he didn't retire, so I didn't want to play around with that. And no, I'm 44 years old, and I don't want to wait on anyone. I haven't waited on Roy Jones. I'm not going to wait on Joe. So I seen that Adamek was tough. He was 190, 200 pounds. I got to put on weight. I got to train. I got to be focused. It's a threat there. And Brian, when you got that threat as a champion myself, and you know, not a young one, I need that motivation, and that is a big motivation for me to become the Cruiserweight Champion of the world.
All right, how do you think you're going to put that weight on? You've already had Mackie Shilstone once. You looked beautiful at 175. You already said at the top of the show, 185-ish, but how different will you be at that size?
Well, I won't be eating pizza and donuts, but I'll tell you, I would eat the right things. I would be comfortable. I would be fast and explosive, but I won't be 75. I'll say between 80 and 85, where I'll still have the speed and I'll still have the power.
All right, what have you found so far? And again, we talked about this last week here on Friday Night Fights, the week before, since Dan Rayfield had it in his column. And I thought, wow, makes sense for Adamek because you're a big mainstream name. He can make money fighting you. What have you found on the business side? Are they amenable to doing business with you?
Well, I hope so. Richard Schaefer is my mouthpiece and my negotiator, and he's working both sides, trying to get either Joe to get out of retirement or Adamek. But I sort of, in a way, believe that Joe's going to really stay retired, and that's why I'm focused on the Cruiserweight division. I want to be Cruiserweight champion. I will be Cruiserweight champion. If we can get the deal, you know, made between main events and ourselves, and Richard Schaefer will give me a call and let me know that we have that deal.
You know, again, you know, if you were Roy Jones again, I'd be saying, boy, do you still want to fight? But after seeing you nearly shut out the active and still middleweight champion of the world, Kelly Pavlik, who's to say you can't do anything?
Who's still winning, matter of fact.
That's right.
Pavlik.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He came back and he's won since you basically shut him out. We asked the fans on ESPN.com, who do you think wins that fight? If that fight is made, this fight has not been made. We're just saying Bernard is here, and given his stature as, you know, 20 title defenses at middleweight, light heavyweight champion of the world, if he calls you out and you can do business, it makes sense. And the fans see you beating Adamek.